If you look at what's going on in Florida, big stuff. You know how the sanctuary city and a lot of the migrants are mostly concentrated in New York City, Chicago, and Denver? Well, now Florida is getting some action as well. Because if you guys don't know what's going on, there is a massive crisis going on in Haiti as gangs take over. Many Haiti citizens are trying to flee the country to places like southern Florida. It's 600 miles away. Many of them are getting on boats and trying to get there. And now Florida lawmakers is calling on the Biden administration to authorize the Navy to patrol the waters off the U.S. coast in anticipation of a mass migration from Haiti. Guys, if you thought the New York City migrant crisis was bad and how New York City is going broke, or if you guys think Denver and Chicago are bad, southern Florida is about to become a war zone with the amount of people coming in. Now, one of the biggest things of the migrant crisis is, frankly, Florida does not have the sort of revenue to play sanctuary city status. If you look at the sanctuary cities like New York City, they're taking care of 200,000 people. Guess how much they're spending a year? They're spending $9.2 billion a year. I think Miami rather spend a few $1 billion on themselves, getting local businesses up and running, getting big businesses here, creating jobs, and making it into a good economic climate. They don't want to play sanctuary card. Look what's happening in Denver. Government employees are being forced to have their hours reduced to zero, and they're basically laid off, and they're spending every single penny in the migrant crisis, and migrants now are homeless because Denver can't pay for the shelters. I don't think Florida wants to be like this. There's also intelligence sources say that the U.S. Coast Guard has been ordered to follow illegal Haitian migrants to the coast and allow them to enter through America in the southern Florida area. This is wild news, and we don't really exactly know if this is real or not, but many news media outlets are covering about this. And check this out, boat with 25 migrants from Haiti is intercepted off Florida. So basically, it was a boat carrying a bunch of people, and Florida caught them, and they're sending them back. Right? And Florida is saying numerous times that they will not be dealing with this at all. Desantis also announced that Florida will be deploying additional law enforcement resources to the southern regions of the state in anticipation as a massive wave of Haitian immigrants is coming in. Like I said, I don't think southern Florida can handle this sort of traffic. If Florida just pulls like a New York City or Denver and just lets thousands of people flood in, do you really think Florida could survive? I don't think so, right? If you look into what's going on, there's already been troops deployed. DeSantis announced that he will be deploying over 250 state officers to secure the Florida border. And this is becoming a very dire situation. We haven't really seen any sort of incredibly high amounts of increases from Haitian migrants. But as time goes on, more and more of these boats are coming in. There's already a lot of evidence that more of these boats are preparing to enter southern Florida illegally. Now, the Coast Guard have their hands full, right? You can't ask the Coast Guard to do everything. You can't ask the National Guard and state officers to secure the Florida border. It is an enormous area. So now, like I said, lawmakers are begging the Biden administration for the Navy to patrol the waters. And the Navy has way more resources. The nation here in the U.S., many of our cities like New York City, Denver, Chicago, are all facing massive amounts of migrant strain. Those cities are literally collapsing, businesses leaving, and many individuals are feeling very disconnected from the administration. You know, that's some pretty telling signs that Florida should secure the coast as best as possible. But let's see what happens. Many people on X and other social media platforms are saying that the Biden administration will probably not be deploying the Navy and Florida is basically on its own. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below and see you later.